Watch this, we're gonna go full flaps and see how short we can get it.
Oh my gosh. That was cool.
I'm holding the extremely controversial UMX Draco, and by UMX I mean not UMX. This is a Micro E-Flite Draco officially, but in my opinion the only thing that's not UMX about this plane is the price. It actually comes all together except you just put one bolt in the main wing and plug one wire in. UMX. It has micro servos. UMX. It has a lot of UMX features like plug in the battery and bind it with your bind button. UMX. One outstanding feature about this plane is actually the option of running a 4S battery, and that's what we're going to do in today's video. We're going to maiden this on a 4S battery. It's very windy. It is very poor weather coming in, so we're going to do this very quickly. This is so rushed because of a weird release and stuff that I had to charge the battery on the way up here because we have like less than 12 hours to actually get this done.
Why are you charging on your Venom?
Because it's a JST plug. Oh, okay. And I have to. In my opinion, the fact that this is a 4S airplane, I think it should have an IC2 plug. That probably could handle higher currents, and it's just a superior plug. So they went with JST. It is more universal, I suppose, but why have the IC2 if you're not going to use it? Interestingly enough, I've had a little bit of time to hear people's opinions of this plane because it was announced a little while ago. So I've had time to see what people really do think of this, and we'll talk a little bit about that while we fly it in this insane wind. But beggars can't be choosers, so let's put it in the air and see how it does. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's put it in bind mode. Awesome. Yeah, there it is.
Is that low voltage?
Yes. We have flaps, we have safe, but in this crazy wind, no flaps. We'll keep it in safe for a second though. Hey, there we go. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I will forever call this the UMX Draco. That's what it is.
But it's not.
It's not though. It's an E-Flite Micro Draco. Yeah, so it was very interesting. And look at it, it's beautiful, right? The lights look amazing. The attention to detail, the scale, looks of it, very awesome. The story behind Mike Patey, very, very cool. And I think this airplane was designed because they killed it on the Draco, the big one. Everybody wanted one. Awesome airplane. But unfortunately, not everybody could afford that price. So this comes in at a third of that price. And it's a good sized airplane. It's actually a great sized airplane because we can fly it in a big space like this, or we can go fly it in a small park. It's a nice, well-rounded size. The only thing people really are complaining about is the price, from what I can tell. Because, although officially it's not UMX, they just didn't put UMX on the box, it is a UMX. Now, yes, it has higher attention to detail. Yes, it does have 4S capabilities. Probably those reasons alone would or could be enough to justify the increased price point. Then you've also got Mike in there as well. So, you know, there's gonna be an increase of price. I don't think what people were saying is, you know, next up they're going to put retracts on the UMX and they're going to charge $250 for it. Hey, they could, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think the next UMX we see release will be under $200, but that's just what people were saying, and I've had time to look, so that makes it interesting. Now this wind is probably killing the audio, but look at that, guys. Look at the lights on the bottom of the wing, which look amazing, and we are just kiting this thing even without flaps. I love those lights. Wow. Those look really good.
That is a lot.
Yes,
I don't know how good it's coming across on camera right now.
The lights look amazing. Let's go full flaps and
cool.
Zero throttle and just try to get those lights for everybody. Can you see them? They look amazing. They look amazing. This would be a great night flyer. Okay, kill the flaps, kill safe, and let's go open it up.
Well, I wasn't ready for that.
Sorry. 4S. We first time 4S UMX plane ever. Remember, it's not, but it is.
It's not.
You know, it looks like the big Draco, but it flies a little better. The roll rate out of the box is much better. I can actually have some fun on this one. The roll rate on the big version was pretty nasty, and we are getting hammered with rain now, guys, so I don't know how long this video is going to be, but the longer the day goes on, the higher the chances of rain. An hour from now was calling for 100% chance. So we really had, as soon as this hit the
was
door,
delivered to us an hour ago.
yes,
just so you know.
I put it
1
together
hour ago.
and plugged in the battery, and I can't do a roll because the wind is so nasty. I don't know how much I'll be able to show this airplane off, but this is how this thing released. Kinda crazy, kinda different.
But didn't you tell me people were speculating that there were problems with it, and that's why
yeah,
we and the YouTubers didn't
right,
get it? Yeah.
Everybody, what I could see, and I had people commenting on our channel like, why don't you have the UMX Draco? My response was, I don't have a response because I'm not allowed to have a response. It's a very interesting situation.
This is just how they released it.
Yeah, so it's very different, but there was a lot of speculation because YouTubers didn't have it, that there were problems with it.
No,
and I can understand
there were
why,
not.
because there we go, there's our low voltage alarm. That's interesting because this has been a pretty short flight, although that is a 300 milliamp battery and we're blasting 4S. So, I mean, I haven't even been full throttle hardly at all, but here you go, full throttle, into the wind. We'll do a full throttle pass. It's not that cold today either. It's about 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, full throttle with the wind. Well, let's try a snap because it does have a pretty decent roll rate. So let's get into it before and rain has stopped, so we can keep it in the air. And a little bit of a snap. Hard to tell with the wind. I'd like to fly this on a calm day, but I had like 12 hours, which, you know, nighttime is 11 of it, to get this video out to you. So it was this or nothing. And this is what we do as YouTubers. We try to get out and, you know, this is the date, the time that we were allowed to release something. So I think it's pretty bad weather across the country. I've talked to a couple other guys that do YouTube videos and they're calling for bad weather too. So I'm guessing it'll be a fairly similar situation. But I will say this, the quote unquote UMX Draco does look amazing and it flies well even in horrible, horrible weather where most people would not fly it. And you know, it's got oversized landing gear and wheels, so we should be a nice capable grass flyer as well. I love that it has safe, so it's going to be very appealing to beginners. Even though it's marked intermediate, I think the only reason they did that is because of the scale detail. And I don't know why they would say this is an intermediate airplane. I think it's very, very beginner friendly. Maybe the price.
That was a really short takeoff, Nate.
Oh, well, this is the beauty of this airplane.
I know that. You know, I was just really impressed by that.
You want to see, let's go really, really short here.
Okay.
Okay, we have almost no wind, which is crazy. Okay, so watch this. We're going to go full flaps and see how short we can get it.
Oh my gosh. That was cool.
Pretty good takeoff.
Let's see how short of a landing you can do.
Okay. No flaps, no flaps, no flaps. That was pretty good, right? Here's full flaps, takeoff.
That takeoff's wild, wow.
Kill the flaps. I should have had the flaps on there. Okay, full flaps, coming off of full throttle, because this is a stall airplane. Hey, we're okay. You know, I think it flies better than the big one, I really do.
You done?
And yeah, I think I'm done, because I get the low voltage alarm and we're gonna get hammered with rain. So, awesome little plane. I mean, just, there's a lot of floating opinions out there, which I find interesting. It's been an interesting release. I'm happy to have it. I kind of think they can justify the price point. I really do. Now that I've had it in my hands, it's covered in lights. Look at this. I think for me the most impressive thing here are the lights. I mean, they are just on the wing. I just realized there's one up front. Okay, they got one under the nose, right in the cowl there. It's got a slow pulse to it. That's kind of,
oh, neat. That's cool. Okay, let's see the wing.
So the wing is where they really shine, no pun intended. We have a ton of lights on there. The most lights I've ever seen. I mean, yeah, I am.
Any elevator or rudder?
No, nothing.
Light?
No tail light. I'm surprised by that.
There's a fake one.
There's a little silver dot up there. But yeah, look at all those lights. 1, 2, and then the wing lights look great. We even got the tip covered, our nav lights. The lights look great on that wing. Come here, everybody's gonna want to know this.
Oh, okay.
Issues with the shocks on the last one. These are functional, semi-functional. Watch this. Look at the space we have in there. See, they move, but it's because of this little spring here. So, you know, they're mostly for looks, but they're semi-functional. You're hearing the micro servos that UMX uses to keep the plane stable with AS3X. But the attention to details are awesome. They did a good job. It's a weird release, and of course now it's nice and calm, but there you have it. The not UMX Draco by E-Flite. It'll be linked in the description box below. If you use our link, it does help to support our channel and our family at no extra cost to you. And I'd be holding this, but listen. We'll have the 4S battery that we flew on linked down there, as well as the transmitter I flew on. And today I think it's important to throw out the charger and that power source that we were using, because I charged it for 20 minutes at home while we packed and got ready, and then I had to charge it on the drive here, and I used that power source to do that. It has come in handy so many times. I want to say a massive thanks to God for blessing us with a very small window of opportunity to get this video out to you, because I don't think it could have happened without him being strongly forecasted for bad weather right now, as I feel raindrops happening. Also, a huge thanks to our Patreon supporters, because we couldn't do what we do as often as we do it without your amazing support. If you love budget, easy to fly airplanes, we'll have a hand-picked video popping up right about now just for you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you there.
Bye.